Idea is creating something which you can wear it for 10 years also, and after that also you should think about what to do. I feel Armani, he was not trained designer, he was an architect. If I'm working with some weaver, I don't want to work with pashmina because I don't want to harm any animal.
Your take on fashion influencers, have they become the new editors?
I still feel more value when the real things how used to be before. This is controversial. I should not talk about this. Big surprises are coming. It's too early to talk about.
How does it feel being called the creative genius of Indian couture? I read an article that called you the creative genius of Indian couture recently.
It feels good.
I'm sure it feels good, but does it feel like, yes, I've arrived, yes, I've done it, that,
Very honest, not yet. I still feel there is more to do, and still I'm not exploiting my full potential.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see what you do next in that case. Which couturiers in India, in your opinion, outside of you, have the maximum amount of promise?
Sabyasachi.
I knew you would say Sabya.
Because you see, this is Sabyasachi.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I think
He's a master.
if you are real, if you are doing real things, people can see you in your work.
Yeah.
So what he did, I think he changed the fashion industry.
You recently got compared to Iris Van Herpen. You've not read that article? They compared you to Iris Van Herpen?
No.
Okay, I'll show you the article. I'll send it across. So, your thoughts on that?
I come from very different backgrounds, so knowing her also is very recent for me. I will be very honest when I've started going to Paris. But these shapes, if you remember, in 2012-13, I started creating these shapes. And no one was appreciating because it was going out of body.
If I'm not mistaken, the article said she's the Iris Van Herpen of India. I think
I
so.
should.
That is what it said. I'm going to find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I started creating that time, and the whole inspiration was nature only, and this chords and everything. Collection name was Bhinna Shaj. It was on classical raga, which is very interesting. Now this shape is everyone is doing, but I've never seen like when I've started in
Of course.
12 and 13.
I think it was first.
Yeah.
Who do you, if from international couture houses, resonate the most with? Like in India, you resonate most with Sabyasachi, and you think that label has the maximum amount of promise. Internationally, what inspires you the most?
I feel Armani. Why? Because he was not trained designer. He was an architect, and then how he put design in clothing, it really inspires
so Giorgio
me.
Armani
Yeah.
for you. From the Breath label in India, or the ready-to-wear labels, any promise you see in the upcoming lot of designers to become the next big thing? Or even for that matter, young couturiers who have the promise, who are not in the A-listers as yet?
Many are there.
Maybe one or two you could name. See, this is not...
Problem with me, Chaiti knows.
You forget names.
No, it's not a good thing to say, but I live in my own world and I'm happy with nature because I feel so connected. And I don't.
Today somebody asked me a question like this about my fraternity. I'd be clueless because I live in my own world too. So there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm so disconnected. I don't watch TV. I don't read newspapers, which is not good thing to say, but I'm happy because I'm
You're in your happy bubble creating. So New York, Paris, Milan, Mumbai, Vidisha, your favorite place?
Vidisha for
Because
sure.
that's what you've come from.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we've established.
And then Milan.
Okay, so internationally Milan, the fashion weeks and everything in the ecosystem, or that's because you have an Italian partner?
Yeah, and city is very beautiful,
Yeah.
you can just walk around, beautiful architecture and overall.
But your heart always belongs to Vidisha, where
Vidisha,
you've come
yeah,
from.
yeah.
That's very, very endearing. Fashion or diving?
Diving,
I knew it. Fashion or home decor?
decor with
Now.
fashion.
Home decor now, because you've launched, right? So home decor with fashion.
I can't disconnect because it's coming from
Obviously,
here.
because
Yeah.
one is feeding off the other. Couture or Pret?
Couture.
Why?
It has a free canvas for me. I can express myself in my way. Couture gives me more freedom to create and explore my creativity.
Your favorite muse who wore Vaishali Shadangule the best till date? It doesn't have to be a celebrity, it can be just somebody you know. But you think Vaishali Shadangule looked the best on this person. And we'll show our viewers a picture of that.
Recently, Alia Bhatt wore that silver sari.
Oh, that was from
Yeah, she wore it so nicely. I was very, very happy like how she
I
carried.
haven't actually seen it. We'd love to see it. Yes. Send me a picture across.
Yeah, I will.
So Alia Bhatt for you has been somebody who has worn Vaishali Shadangule
Yeah.
the best till date
Yeah,
and done
yeah, yeah.
justice. Any international celebrity who you think should be wearing Vaishali Shadangule on the red carpet and would look great in it?
I'm fan of Angelina Jolie.
So you'd like for Angelina Jolie someday?
To see wearing Vaishali, yes. Though recently that Black Panther Wakanda premiere happened, and that Courage
She wore it.
She wore it so nicely.
I remember. And you know what? I wore the same outfit.
Yeah, you wore the same outfit.
I wore the same outfit. I remember.
And
yes.
It was so nice to see because it's a whole version of short sari,
Yes.
So
yes.
That was really nice.
Interesting. Send us that picture also. Actually, it'll be nice to show everyone. One thing you're most proud about professionally?
How I am, I deal with things.
That I must actually tell people also how humble, down to earth Vaishali is to deal with. Really.
Thank you.
It's like a heart-to-heart connection that I at least have with her, which you rarely find with people.
Thank you.
No, because of the way you are. I don't see any iota of insecurity, competitiveness. It's just that you do what you do, and as a golfer, I compete with myself, so I can see that in you as well.
I always say, like, if you want to improve yourself also, I think it's you, not others.
I think you barely look at what others are doing and get bothered with it. Isn't that a right reading of you?
I just don't see.
It's very rare. It's very rare. Please don't change. Indian market or global market? Which one excites you more?
Global, of course, global market, because it's dream to see Indian textile
flourish all over the world. And that too coming from a girl who came from Vidisha, taking it all over the world. Fantastic. Your take on fashion influencers, have they become the new editors?
I still feel more value when the real things like how used to be before. I'm sure world is changing. This is controversial. I should not talk about this.
No, but I'll tell you something. Masoom Minawala is one of the most amazing luxury influencers. She was your showstopper once, and she did full justice to your show. And I think there are a lot of influencers out there with great amount of promise. But do you feel today influencers somewhere are replacing editors?
Yeah.
They are, right?
Yeah.
You are probably one of the only people in the country who's spoken about blockchain in fashion. How does that work? And why do you keep talking about it?
You have to be transparent if you are doing something. If I'm working with some weaver, or if I'm working with Pashmina, so Pashmina comes from the goat. I don't want to work with Pashmina because I don't want to harm any animal. Myself, I wanted to see how they treat those goats, how they take out that wool or the hair. I went and I was very surprised. It's a very necessary process to take out those hair. Otherwise, the animal will get infected and they can die also.
Oh, really? So it was a necessity?
Yeah, so they just, comb and take out.
The animal's not harmed in that process?
No, not at all.
Beautiful.
We say Pashmina is the best when you have best height. So they just travel on the mountain and come back, eat. So then I was very happy. Okay, I have seen this process. Now I can work with Pashmina. Then I discussed with Alessandro. I said, everyone can see how we can do it. Then he suggested me, let's do
blockchain.
Yeah, blockchain.
But how does that even work? I mean, I don't understand how blockchain works in fashion.
If I give you one barcode, you can just scan it and you can see the process from where this yarn is coming, who is weaving. So you can trace everything, whatever is the process.
That's very interesting. And that helps the supply chain?
Supply chain.
Does it help the consumer at all?
Yeah. Of course it helps if you want to know, because everyone is talking about sustainability right now. If you are really conscious about your planet, or if you are really conscious what you are wearing, you should know what you are wearing. So this is the way.
So I could figure it out from that barcode, right? What the supply chain looks like and whether it is sustainable or not. Can you ever 100% be sustainable? I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
No, it's not possible.
I'm very glad you're honest about it. Try, I think, to be as much as possible, right?
That's your responsibility. You have to, whatever best you can do, you should do. But other side, you have your buyers and your consumers, and you need to see them also. I feel that is also part of sustainability. If you are giving them one garment and they are wearing it one time, and after that if they are not wearing it, where that garment will go?
Wear your clothes again and again and again and again and again, guys. Like there's no shame in that. I think you're wearing this for the fourth or fifth time, right? You just mentioned.
no,
Why not? Many
more,
times.
Many
More-
times, yeah. So idea is creating something which you can wear it for 10 years also, and after that also you should think about what to do. Idea is like, okay, maybe you are not wearing it as a garment, make it a pillow cover.
Very interesting.
Garment should be so beautiful, maybe you just cut a part and put it on the wall.
It looks very chic, I think. It looks super chic. AI fashion weeks, which have become a new thing in metaverse, or still the good old physical format? What does Vaishali enjoy more?
Physical form, for sure.
Even in future?
Even in future. I think Vaishali will be like this.
I'm sure Vaishali S will experiment with AI at some point.
If my company will change the designer, then for sure, but not
Okay, so physical format always, right? The touch, look, feel, and the whole experience, yes. Are fashion weeks passé? Are we jaded with it, or are they still relevant? And when I talk about fashion weeks, it could have different connotations. You could even tell me which one's relevant, which one's not.
My personal experience when I've started showcasing in Fashion Week, you get the exposure in one place. You get that platform to show your work, your creativity. So of course it's relevant.
The one thing that fashion weeks need to pay more attention to around the world.
To give platform to the right talent.
Oh, really?
Nowadays money can buy anything. Fashion Week should be like really.
I think FDCI is doing a great job. With
FDCI is doing
with the launch pad, or I don't remember what it's called, but they give a platform to a lot of new designers.
They have always given good brains, good creative minds.
See, the Blony ateliers of the world have come out of that platform only, which is a good thing. So you think more of that needs to be done around the world?
Yeah.
Now, less bling, more textile, or less textile, more bling? What is Vaishali's way to go? Because everybody's doing bling for some
More
reason.
textile, less
Always,
bling.
right?
Yeah.
What next for Vaishali Shadangule?
Preparing for the collection, and something big surprises are coming. It's too early to talk about. Maybe next.
In which space? Around the world?
Not around the world, but it's a global news.
Oh, wow.
So
I can't wait for that.
Soon we'll talk about.
And you're somebody who manifests everything you think. Because a girl who came from Vidisha with 250 rupees to Bombay and made it so big internationally can manifest anything. So when she says she's news, I believe it. All the best.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for taking the time out today with me.
Thank you so much. I always love talking to you.
Same.